Hey there, Matt from Pulse Training Systems here, and I hope you're having a really great day. And I want to thank you for joining me for today's workout. So with today's workout, it's all about using resistance bands, and specifically we're going to be doing an upper body workout. So if you have one of these at home, make sure that you grab it because this is entirely what we're focused on today. So we're going to be doing 3 exercises, each one for a minute before we cycle on to the next one. And we're actually going to cycle through all of them 3 times before we finish our workout. So it's only going to be about 10 minutes, so let's just make sure that we're prepared for that. So with the very first exercise that we're going to do, it is going to be a curl press. So with these, you're going to want to take your bands and you're going to want to anchor them under the arches of your feet. Now when you put them under the feet, make sure that they are anchored under the arches and not just hooked under the toes, because if you're doing exercises with these and they're hooked under the toes and you lift those toes, they're going to snap up and hit you, and trust me, it does not feel good. Alright, so with the curl press, you're going to start off with those arms hanging, you're going to curl, but then you're going to turn those wrists and press the bands as high as you can before you bring it right back down to that starting position. With the second exercise, we're going to be doing a crossover fly. So with these, the arms are hanging, palms facing forward, and you're going to lift up and across before you bring it right back down, and then you'll go to the other side. You're just going to switch off back and forth, and you want to lift those handles to about head height before you bring them right back down. And then the third exercise we're going to do is a reverse fly. So with the reverse fly, I actually want you to cross those handles over to the opposite hands, and from there, we are going to lift up and out before we bring them right back down. As we lift up and out, we really want to bring them back so we can feel those shoulder blades engaging, okay? So I'm going to hit the start button here and we're going to get started. So let's make sure that we have those bands anchored under the arches of the feet. All right, and we're getting started with that curl press in 3, 2, and here we go. We're going to curl up, press up high before we bring it right back down. We're just going one at a time. So like any new exercise that you're starting with, I want you to start off a little bit slower just to make sure you're executing it properly, because if we try to push ourselves really fast, there's a very good chance you could compromise the exercise. It simply will not be as effective as you want it to be. Remember, as we go through these exercises too, we do want to pace out our breathing, because if we try holding our breath, then it's going to actually burn those muscles out faster than we want. So you generally want to exhale during the point of most exertion. We have about 15 seconds left before we move on to that crossover fly. Let's hang in there, we're so close. Hope those muscles are burning. All right, so we have about 10 seconds, so if you need to, go ahead and shake it off. Again, make sure that those bands are hooked under the arches and you feel an even amount of resistance on each side. And here we go. So lift up and across, bring it right back down, then you'll go to the other side. Now again, we want to make sure we're not rushing through these. We want to do a complete repetition with each side before we move on to the next. Now with these exercises, it's not a matter of speed here. We do want to add some sort of element of speed to continue challenging ourselves, but we do want to focus on engaging those muscles. When we engage those muscles, they tend to work a lot harder, and that's what's going to help us make more progress towards those goals. We have about 15 seconds to go. Remember, just one at a time. Now again, you can try going a little bit faster than my pace. I'm going a little bit slower just so I can continue to coach you. 3, 2, and good. All right. So from there, we're going to cross those handles over to the opposite side. Ready. And let's begin with that reverse fly. So remember, lift up high and pull those bands back to the point where you feel those shoulder blades pinching. Now again, exhale as you lift. Remember, if you get to a point where there is too much resistance and you can't use that full range of motion, you might need to use a lighter band and vice versa if it's too easy. If it's too easy, then you might want to switch to a band that has a heavier resistance to it. Now if those muscles do burn out, remember there's nothing wrong with stopping, taking a few seconds to shake it off and catch your breath before you start it up again. Remember, it's all about control, and as long as we're pushing ourselves and testing those limits, we're making progress towards those goals. Almost there, just a few more seconds. And good. All right, so now we're gonna get back to that curl press. So go ahead and switch those handles back over to the proper hands, proper sides. Starting in 3, 2, and begin. So curl, press up high, bring it right back down to that starting position. Remember, we want to keep those muscles working, and as you feel that fatigue, you're naturally going to want to stop, but remember, as long as we can execute these properly, we're going to continue to push through that burn. It's only when we lose that control and we can't execute it properly that we stop and shake it off and take those 3 deep breaths before we continue. Remember, your mind is always going to tell you to stop before your body actually has to. This is where you're going to really use that willpower to go for those extra couple repetitions that matter most. Let's keep it up. We're almost there. We have 10 more seconds. And good. All right. So now we're going to go to that crossover fly. So shake those arms off real quick. I'm sure those shoulders are burning. Remember, that's okay. And here we go. Remember, exhale on the way up. Let's try to hit that full range. So remember, you're trying to get it about head height before you slowly bring it right back down. Guys, with these exercises, make sure that you do maintain control through every movement as well as tempo, okay? So you don't want to simply just lift up and then boom, let those arms snap back down, because half the work in these exercises is maintain that control and tempo as we return to that starting position. Not only that though, when you let those muscles loose and you snap down like that, it actually increases risk of injury, which obviously we're trying to avoid. Now if you don't have bands, you can substitute them with dumbbells, but for the purpose of this exercise or for this workout, we're using bands because since we got into this huge crisis, there has been a huge upsell in bands worldwide, so we might as well just utilize them the best we can. All right, let's shake it off real quick. We're gonna switch those handles over. Get to that reverse fly in 3, 2, and go. Remember, 1 at a time. Don't be discouraged if those muscles are starting to burn out more often. That's actually a really good sign that we're testing those limits. That's how we develop the growth that we want. Remember, if you're able to maintain a pace, an easy pace through an entire set, it simply means you weren't pushing hard enough, you weren't testing those limits. If we don't reach that threshold, our bodies have no reason to respond, no reason to change the way we want them to. Only 20 seconds left. I'm feeling it. Remember, fight for that extra rep. As much as you might want to stop, remember, if you can execute it properly, keep fighting. Inside the last 10 seconds. Remember, you can always shake it off real quick for a couple seconds. We start right back up. And good. All right, so we're taking 10 seconds. Shake it off. Reset for that last set of curl presses. Starting in 3, 2, and begin. We're curl up. Finish that bicep curl before you turn those wrists and press as high as you can. Remember that pace will probably naturally slow down as we go through these rounds. That's okay. Even if it's slowing down, if you're still pushing yourselves, if you're feeling that intensity, then there's a good chance that it's still far more effective than the rounds before. We have about 20 seconds before we switch over to that crossover fly. Let's keep it up. Or just focus on 1 rep at a time. Don't think about anything else that can distract you because it's gonna make you wanna stop. Just concentrate on the repetition that you're executing. And good, nice job. All right, let's shake those arms out real quick. About to get back to that last set of crossover flies. Starting in 4, 3, 2, and here we go. Remember, lift up and across, nice and high, bring it back down before you bring it to the other side. Remember, as we go through these exercises, you're always gonna wanna keep that core engaged. This is gonna help you maintain that good form so you don't start to compensate and use other muscle groups to help you get through the exercise. Because we wanna isolate the muscles that we're trying to target, because if we start to recruit other muscles, it's gonna take away that effectiveness, and all that hard work is pretty much gonna be for nothing. So if you feel like you are starting to adjust the exercise, you're not executing it the same way you were when you started, again, that's when you're gonna take a few seconds to shake it off, reset yourselves, and get right back at it. And again, remember, there's nothing wrong with hitting that point of failure. As a matter of fact, that's what you should be trying to do. Almost there, we're down to the last 5 seconds. And good, all right. Okay, so shake those arms off. Let's cross those handles over for that final set of reverse flies, starting in 3, 2, and begin. Now remember, it's more than just lifting them up high. I want you to pull them back as well. Pinch those shoulder blades together. Remember, slow return. If you do one of these and you snap, guys, it can lead to injury. So let's make sure that we focus on that control. If you get to that point, you need to stop and reset yourselves. Doing great, 30 seconds down, 30 to go before the workout is over. Now again, if those shoulders are killing you too much, that back is killing you, you lose that control, you can't get that range, taking 3 deep breaths is gonna help you get a lot of that energy and control back. It's gonna allow you to continue for another few reps. You have less than 10 seconds left. Let's power through it. I know you got it in you. And great job, guys. Whew. All right, well, that was a great upper body workout utilizing bands only. Again, if you don't have bands and you have some dumbbells, you can use those as well. I like bands more with these because as you stretch them out, it increases resistance. The more resistance we have, the harder the body works, the more we get out of it. And if you guys are looking for some really great full body workouts, boot camp style that you can do 4 times a week, plus get free coaching from a trainer, then please go to pulsetrainingsystems.com. Sign up for a free membership. I am offering free workouts, free training for everybody for an entire month, just to help us get through this crisis. And trust me, you're gonna get a whole lot out of it, okay? So guys, that's pulsetrainingsystems.com. Make sure that you do sign up for that free membership because they're a very limited amount. And as soon as we are out of this crisis, that offer is gonna be gone forever. So guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the workout. I'll see you next time.